We welcome Sun Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and
10 at the 25-yard line.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
It's your bitch head number. What's going on?
Here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
And in Madden game, man.
Now it's Roethlisberger.
And I overthrew it. That's on me. How's the pain, Joe? I got the Steelers.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
Who you gotta play? The nigga with the Jaguars.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger.
Man, got us. Oh my God, he fried this. You say you lost the game? That's bullshit. They gotta stop homing. Like my niggas, they just hold Curtis Claypool. I say Curtis Claypool. Chase Claypool. Oh my God. You took me to the crib. You said what, bro? They like 80s. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know this week. I ain't gonna. They just hold me. They just let this nigga run and punt return back. They hold Chase Claypool. Like, come on, bro. He had this nigga beat, and they just by clowning, he just got hurt for a game. That's what he get.
In this case, they actually got that done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here.
Like, bro, they just hold Claypool. That's tough.
The Steeler offense here.
He had the ball, that bitch bounced straight out of the end.
Awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
32-yard line.
They go play action with Roethlisberger.
Come on. What is it?
Taken down.
My goodness, was that a defensive back got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger. Screen pass to Connor. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On the return, Jackson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing on 2nd and 8, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
Going with a big fullback, Watt. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Derek Watt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now.
His name is what?
And taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He said he looked like a run. He looked like a running back.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
6.
Here's a four-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. Airing it out deep for Smith. And
Good fucking hit, Mika. Good fucking hit, Mika.
Pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there.
Good fucking hit, Mika.
Outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken to the bounce.
He didn't attempt to block the nigga. That man ran right past you, cuz.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
This man ran right past. He didn't even attempt to block the nigga. That just pissed me off.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
James Conner pissing me off. I'm ready to take him out the game.
trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Like, he can't break no tackles. He's slow as shit.
2nd and 9.
He's like, he can't get to the outside.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there.
What team?
Just go right at them and let your big
What
horse
is it?
charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy.
You said what?
Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Up top, Deontay Johnson. Up top.
Second touchdown on the season.
And I missed the field. God damn it. Up top. Number 18, Big Steelers. Up top.
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
There's a familiar sight. T.J. Watt with a sack. And remember last year, he was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. He earned it because he's been the top 10 in the league in sacks for 2 straight seasons. Really, really difficult to block coming off the edge.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Playing from iPad.
4-yard runs, and the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, they have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 44, Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Ben to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And a Steeler first down.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Steelers 20, Titans 6. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Being chased out left. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it'll be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands.
The fact they got Ryan Tannehill out here running like he got damn Lamar Jackson is really crazy. And then they just called a fucking face mask and nobody caught the ball.
Now Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
What?
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill buying time to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A run with Henry on first down, but nowhere to go here. He can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. A lot of corners see their job. It's simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing.
What?
But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure.
He gave off.
This offense in desperate need.
He gave off.
Come up on 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender.
James Conner gotta go, man. He is too slow.
The boost the defense gave them, going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points.
James Conner is too slow on Madden, man.
And showed them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring
Yo.
some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
That was a really
Yeah.
nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking.
Cause I didn't feel like putting him in, so I'm talking to the controller.
A lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Steelers.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw.
Damn.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
What the fuck was my boxing? Jesus.
Nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right.
Thought yes. Incomplete. Jesus Christ, that would have been bad.
Incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. Tannehill on first down. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He'll look to set up his blockers. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
3 yards.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Harold Landry with the sack, and the third-year player out of Boston College. He led the Titans in sacks last season with 9 total. And now with the addition of Vic Beasley, that should take some pressure off of him, and maybe his numbers might even jump.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, stop holding Chase Claypool.
Dropped it in the end zone.
They keep going.
Oh my God, they keep going. They keep on Chase. They keep on Chase.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 7-yard line.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Steelers 27, Titans 6. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Is on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On 1st down, it's Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield. $13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's Connor. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Tackle made by Kevin.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
For the field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.